the thing about human rights law is that, and a human rights-based approach, is that they are like superimposed, in the UK at least, into existing habits, practices, ways of talking. And I think we need to recognise this more explicitly. This is just a quote from a recent report that I worked on with my colleague at Strathclyde, Professor Alan Miller, and Professor Nicole Busby from the University of Glasgow Law School. And this was a project where we were looking at the new forthcoming human rights framework. Many of you will be aware of the work of the National Task Force for Human Rights Leadership and the proposals for an enhanced human rights framework in Scotland. And I know this is something that the Alliance has been working on as well. So as part of that process, we were looking at how can public bodies be supported to integrate human rights and equality duties into what they already do. And what we said was that, and in a way it was a kind of a realization for me as well, that we don't start from a clean slate, and that seems so obvious, but when we apply human rights law or we apply a human rights-based approach, we have to work within those existing practices and cultures. And so I think it's really valuable to invest in this step of placing human rights-based approaches within the particular context that we're working within. The challenge, and I would probably go as far as to describe it as a danger, is to not dilute the demands of the human rights-based approach. So even though a human rights-based approach is superimposed, it has to take precedence.